Okay, in our last video we did video one we did address we implemented the VPC, the subnets, public and private. In this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the gateway, internet gateway, the NAT, elastic IP, route and route association, public and private routes. Um, this is the same architecture, right? We're gonna configure, build, implement, and configure our route tables, NAT gateway, and an internet gateway to properly route traffic. Remember, our private subnet should not have access to the internet and directly, and the NAT, the private public subnet, the resources there, we want to be able to have access to them, and that's where the internet gateway comes into play. Again, look back at our previous videos to understand a lot more on this. So we're still within the create VPC, but we're adding the gateway. So let's hop into some code. All right, so we're going to the real quick. I added one more thing here, and this was okay in the provider. I don't think I properly explained what the provider is in our last video. So the provider, this is a Terraform configuration block that specifies which provider the Terraform project needs and right to get it from. And it goes into explaining what the Terraform is, etc. So there you go. All right, so we're gonna add another file called gateways.terraform. Okay, and we're gonna build out this extra capability here. Okay, so again, I explained what's a gateway. We're going to do the internet gateway, the NAT gateway, the route table associations, and so here's the internet gateway. We're going to get the VPC ID from AWS, and we're going to add some tags to it. That's the internet gateway. So that's okay. Next, we're going to go to, we need elastic IP for resources. Later on down, we're gonna add an EC2. So lifecycle, I did prevent destroy because false. So when I run destroy, it deletes it. I don't want to keep these resources in up because there's costs to gateways that can be pretty expensive. So remember to destroy your environment, these gateways when you're done. Okay. In a production system, you want to be very careful on doing so. So let's add the NAT gateway. Okay. At the time of making this video, here's the cost. So you want to be very careful, and you can have multiple NAT gateways. I provided you some links to explain a lot more about this command here and of the elastic IP that we created above. Okay, we're adding allocating ID here, and that's from this that we created, AWS elastic IP for the NAT. Okay. All right, now let's get to creating route table, routes, and association. So we need a public route table. Okay, let's take this out. We're just gonna make things simpler for us right now. VPC ID. I'm making this very simple, so some things I'm not going to. So just give you a basic foundation, so you can start meddling this with something that works. Okay, and this is our private route table. Get a VPC ID from AWS and use it, add some tags. Okay, and the routes. Do your routing next. Okay. Okay, route. Handle routing for public and routing for private. Next, we'll do the association. Okay. So we'll associate the route table for public. We'll do association for route table for private. Okay, these are the ones we created. Okay, so now we have our gateway configuration all wrapped up. Scroll through, there are no errors. Okay, remember I'm doing the basic, so don't use what I did for production. Okay, it won't be correct. Okay, so let's run through and see if we're missing any variables. Let's run through and see if I'm missing any variables here. Nope. Okay, no variables missing. Do we need to do any output? Did I do all my outputs? We'll add security groups. We'll add security groups later. We'll go down that. Okay, so let's say we got that. I don't think we have anything we need to do here. Don't think we have. Okay, nope. Let's where's our variables? Do I need any variables here? Don't think we need any. Okay, the private public subnet numbers, I added those. Values for the create subnet. Okay. This is a command if you want to see, use this AWS command to list the availability zones. If you want to see the availability zones, I went and listed this, ran this to list the availability zones within my region. You can just adjust this command and you get the list. And that's how I selected what I want here. This would be one. I'm not using them, so I just put one. Okay, but you get the idea here. Okay, so let's initialize because we updated our module. Nothing, all seems fine. Let's plan. Okay, so now we're gonna create 12. So it's up from what we had before, the VPC, the subnets, okay, public, private, the table association, the tables, the route tables, private, public, the gateways, internet gateway, NAT gateway, and elastic IP. Okay, a lot of these you can read up on how to add them and so forth, making this app really simple. Okay, so now we did that. Now let's go and do